Alright, fucking live. Alright, Almond's here. Morning Story, Frigga's here. Not sure is here. Alright. Enough of that craziness. I didn't want to keep you waiting, so I skipped my cigarette break. I was making a long letter to my orthopedic nurse who told me, good luck with your research. And that was it. Said that the doctor didn't have an opinion on stem cell therapy for disc regeneration, and that was just one of the therapies I mentioned that I found in my research last night. Real quick on RefSeek, searching academic papers and other things for what I could do for my back. But besides, there's yoga, and I was looking for nutrients or like shark cartilage or collagen or something. Something medical, maybe, that treatment that they could do. Now I found out that you could use hydrogel injections and stuff. Now he mentioned something about a steroid shot, but I think he said something about hydrogel. I'm not for certain, but I told her, I was like, good luck. You tell me good luck, and I said, no, I want a professional opinion, and then I want an apology. I was like, I might have jumped the gun a little bit. I don't know if he's seen my MRIs yet or not, or had a chance to comment on it. But I was just happened to be in the patient portal and had just done research on it and slipped them one of the papers that covered quite a good deal of it all, and in a link. And she got all fucking pissy with me, telling me good luck with your fucking herniated, degenerated disc that's pinching off the nerves of your fucking legs. Mission, Mr. Walker. Steroid shot. Now I've had one in my shoulder before, and it helped. It didn't make it worse. It helped it. Some people say it helps for a little bit, and then it goes away, and then it's worse. Yeah, she don't give me an apology. I'm writing to her fucking superior. That was rude. Good luck. Good luck with your research and all, like Monograph says, and all. She said, good luck with your research and all. And that was it. That the doctor didn't have an opinion on stem cell therapy, and I wasn't even particularly asking about stem cell therapy. I asked about 3 or 4 different therapies. I haven't given up. I mean, I still get up and walk around, Ariel, but there's only so much I can do before my fucking legs go numb. Okay? What do you do when you can't feel your legs and you're driving down the fucking road, Ariel? Our injuries do make us stronger, but some of them are fucking crippling, dude. Some of them cripple your ass. And if I would have known that to keep working on my injured back like I did for years, that it would have turned out like this, I would have quit laying carpet fucking years ago. Hell, it's been almost 3 years since I quit. Well, you're on the East Coast Oh man, you probably got some good surgeons out there. I live in hillbilly bumfuck Egypt. Uh, there are good doctors here, but they're expensive because the Walmart vendors. There's rich people here and then there's poor people here. Even the middle class here in my area are fucking poor. Um, there's rich people, there's poor people here, and they've pretty much done that class generation over the past 10, 20 years, taking out the middle class in all of America. That nurse is on some bullshit, little Hispanic girl. I'm gonna smack the shit out of her is what I'm gonna do. She talks to me like that when I show up. Good luck. Tell me good fucking luck. I told her, never in my 32 years of hard manual labor did I rely on luck to get the job done. And I said, doctors don't rely on luck. They rely on skill and knowledge to get their paychecks. I don't know what about nurses. Nurses might rely on luck, I said. I gave her a good chewing. Nice little WTF hashtag at the end there too. Question mark. I said, I want an apology for this shit. Well, this is going to your superior. I didn't tell her I'd take it to her superior, but I will if I don't get a fucking apology and a statement from the doctor as to what I should do. He told me not to do anything. Don't do yoga. Don't do fucking nothing. Don't do shit. Maybe I can do some planks, but that's still putting, if I don't need to rub the fucking shit the wrong way, I don't need to do it. I know laying in bed ain't fucking helping it, but it's not making it worse either. If I don't move, it doesn't bother me. And if it does bother me, if I'm not moving, I just kind of switch positions and it goes away if I'm laying down. But anyway, guys, enough about me. I know I take up the goddamn whole night talking about me if I had to. We had another massive cyber attack today, or this morning. I knew something wasn't right. I couldn't sleep. I usually get to sleep about 3 a.m. if I'm up at night. If I stay up at night, I usually get to sleep about 3. Well, last night, that wasn't happening. Frigga was upset and had her daughter upset, and so I was playing music for them. The only kind of music I know how to make is a mix YouTube tabs and Odysee tabs and music browser tabs. Over here at Punchbowl News. You were in chat for a second. We'll go to their web browser. Punchbowl News, these goddamn Democratic news outlet here. A tech vendor that provides constituent outreach services to dozens of here. I'm so upset I can't speak without vindictiveness in my tone.
A tech vendor that provides constituent outreach services to dozens of House offices was the target of a ransomware attack, according to House officials, lawmakers, and aides familiar with the situation. These House offices, nearly 60 from both parties, have been unable to retrieve some constituent information for several weeks while the vendor, iConstituent, tries to deal with the attack. The company is working with the Chief Administrative Officer of the House, Catherine Spindor, to resolve the situation, but there's frustration that the matter hasn't been cleared up yet. It's also a sign that cyberattacks and ransomware, which have plagued executive branch agencies and corporate America, are a problem for Congress too. There's no evidence that broader House IT systems have been hacked or compromised, CAO said. Here is a statement from CAO on the I-constituent situation. The Office of the Chief Administrative Officer was notified by I-constituent that their e-newsletter system was hit with a ransomware attack. I-constituent's e-newsletter system is an external service available for House offices to purchase. At this time, the CAO is not aware of any impact to House data. The CAO is coordinating with the impacted offices supported by I-constituent and has taken measures to ensure that the attack does not affect the House network and offices data. The vendor targeted in the ransomware attack, I-constituent, offers a constituent engagement platform used by a number of state, local and municipal governments, according to its website. The company provides a single platform where you can easily connect with constituents, collaborate on casework, and manage all internal and external communications. Users include the states of Georgia, Hawaii, and Nevada, as well as the cities of Los Angeles and East Palo Alto, Calif. The New York State Assembly is also listed as a client. The most recent record of House Office official payments covering the first quarter of 2021 shows more than 200 payments by congressional offices to I-constituent. The total for these payments runs into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Monthly, technology service contracts range in cost from $1,200 to $1,550 for dozens of offices.
I-constituent did not respond to a request for comment. The internet has changed a lot since 1996. Internet regulations should too. It's been 25 years since comprehensive internet regulations passed. Protecting key issues including protecting people's privacy. Yeah, that's one thing Democrats should be worried about right after they fucking doxed the entire platform of Parler's user base and put it out there for public fucking knowledge. Because we're all white supremacists and racists, right? Because we support Trump, right? I don't even support Trump anymore, and I'm still a goddamn white pig. Fuck it. Enabling safe and easy data portability between platforms, preventing election interference. Yeah, just like the election the Democrats stole there, right? Punchbowl News? Reforming Section 230. Exactly, but not the way you guys want it reformed. No, fuck no. Presented by Facebook. The internet has changed a lot since 1996. Internet regulations should too. You want to know how Facebook wants to change these 4 policies? You don't want to know. I looked into it. You don't fucking want to know. Gun control is stalled. The bipartisan January 6th Commission bill was filibustered. That's fucking right. Immigration reform is nowhere. That's because nobody's in charge of it. Camel Toe Harris doesn't know shit from a hole in the ground how to administrate anything. And she's vice president. In fact, all the liberal angst toward Manchin seems to be emboldening them as the pair now fully embraced their role as Democratic dissenters. Manchin took to a West Virginia newspaper over the weekend to amplify his call to keep the filibuster once again. No, they're just sensible Democrats. We've got 2 sensible Democrats in there and 7 or 8 Republicans that actually stand up for the Constitution. So that's what? 9, 10 senators and representatives in the entire fucking Congress right now that are fighting for us, guys. That's it. And they are the ones filibustering, and without that filibuster, the Democrats would be running rampant with gun control, the January 6th Commission, fucking immigration reform. No, they would just legalize every fucking body that's here and give them fucking Social Security, give them fucking Social Security and all kinds of free handouts, free housing. You know, let's go on. Oh, there's bound to be more discussion at this week's. This is why I cover the Democrats' news. It's because I get to know what the fuck they're thinking. However, it's worth noting that the Senate Budget Committee hasn't passed a budget resolution yet, which it will need to do in the committee and on the floor before reconciliation can start. The House Budget Committee will have to do the same, so any reconciliation bill in weeks away at this point, even under the most optimistic schedule, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has said the Senate will deal with this in July, and that it seems likely timeline at this point. We'll probably have to fit a few more cyber attacks in there in between now and July, Chucky boy. You know? New York Times, dreams of ending the filibuster dash. Democrats rethink strategy. Did they ever hope to fucking get rid of the filibuster? I mean, it's the only thing, it's the only checks and balances in this fucking democracy that they seem to have. You would think that in a democracy that something like the filibuster would be a staple of lobbying or doing politics, you know, would be an everyday thing. No, not when they're in power. It's not. Not when they're in power. It's not. No, they want to get rid of anything that can stop them from making willy-nilly laws about purple hair and a drag queen story hour and getting the shot and flying on planes and cruise ships and uh, $4,000 a ticket for a concert if you're not vaccinated. If you are, you only have to pay $4, and the food and drinks free. You get front row seats. Right? What kind of fucking dystopian world did I fucking wake up in? Capito sounds negative on infrastructure. Why? Why is it not a good idea now? We need cyber infrastructure is what we need. Or we need to get all these roads, bridges, tunnels, airports, ports, refineries, pipelines off the fucking internet infrastructure they're on right now to keep them from getting hacked. There's they got by without the internet before. They can do it again. No reason to have these things on the internet, the international web, especially when we don't control the internet anymore. Thanks to Obama, thanks to his black ass, we fucking don't control the internet no more. Some rich fuckers over in the UK do. The bloodlines control the fucking internet now. The pay for won't be tax increases. How they're going to pay for it all is the problem. The pay for won't be tax increases because Republicans will never go for that. Well, you're damn skippy, we won't. User fees won't fly with Democratic leaders or the White House. Why not? If you want to use it, you should pay for it. If you don't, take the alternative route. That's how Oklahoma works around here, Oklahoma. And you come from Arkansas where it's free to travel on any road, and then you go to Oklahoma where you got to pay out your ass to get across the state efficiently without going bumpity bump, bumpity bump, bumpity bump, shaking the shit out of your car. Am I coming across here? Am I getting across to you guys? Can you hear me all right? Hey, stranger, I haven't been checking chat. Yeah, stranger, everybody, we take just a short break here and do a little prayer for stranger's mom. Take a little silent moment here, and whether you pray or cast a circle, I know I was expecting a special guest that I met on Facebook the other day here tonight. Another seer just like me, metaphysical person just like Frigga, and morning story. But whether you pray or cast a circle, let's take a minute. And stranger's mom's in the hospital, so we'll pray that she recovers quickly, or hopefully she'll recover. So we just focus our energies on 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 Marshall's mom tonight, and as you tuck in and hopefully she'll make it to see the eclipse. The eclipse out there on the East Coast, stranger, is on the morning of the 10th, where a major timeline shift, major gateway opens, celestial gateway. Yeah, Patton. Yeah, we all Patton. Matt. Okay, I guess I'll put chat up here. There's been a lot of chat. I haven't had it up on the screen. But so, just as, yeah, Marshall, no problem, brother. Man, I know you've been having a rough year this year, dude. But, but as y'all know, if some of you don't know, not sure, and Stranger's my main editor on Deep State Watchdogs. There's the link. You can do politics dot blog dot posts to get to the news feed, but or the Twitter handle to see all Stranger's news. He's the main poster. He's taken over pretty much all day posting. Sometimes I get the 3 a.m. news. Here lately I haven't been. Yesterday I did some posting, and but Stranger's been doing a bang up job over there at Deep State Watchdogs. Everybody go check out his news every day, and Not Sure posts some too. And then Ariel's got an astrology page over there for natal chart readings. If you want Ariel's contact information, he's got a page over there on Deep State Watchdogs up in there, where you go to the news feed and all the links and stuff, different pages up the top of the home page. You can get to everything. Or you go to the Twitters and just click on the links, and it'll take you to the news feed. But pretty easy to navigate. Big letters, big text, big green text. I don't know why I went green. I just like alien green. I like green, lime green, neon green. Oh, what is that? Okay. Oh, hold on. Real quick, let me find this. That that made me think of something. I seen the bad vaccine adverse reaction website uh, caption I've got. But I found a comprehensive website that, here it is. This everybody needs to have this in their let me make a caption first. Everybody needs to have this in their phone as a saved. Okay, this one right there. This website, everybody needs to bookmark this. Openvayers.com COVID data. And we'll look at it real quick. Through May 28th, 2021 was last time it was reported. There's highlighted reports. You can view all VAERS COVID reports with that click of the button. But this gives you a basic overview. 294,801 reports through May 28th, 2021. So it hasn't been updated for several days. 5,165 deaths, guys. 17,619 hospitalizations. This is more. Now, these numbers are more than all the vaccines ever in history combined, adverse reactions put together. Okay? 1,892 heart attacks. 5,317 life-threatening, of which what's 317 minus 165? That's how many deaths occurred out of the life-threatening hospitalizations. $51,000 hospital visits. 1,565 Bell's palsy. It's causing people to have low platelets. I've got high platelets and high white blood cell count. I just had my blood work done. 3,994 disabled that will be drawing government disability from now on because of the vaccine. That's on an average of $1,280, $1,300 to $1,400 per person, depending on what type of insurance they got. Now I pay my $140 deductible, but you want to see what my insurance covers for me per month? From that $140 that I get given to me out of my disability check. So I get like $760 or $860 in cash to pay for my living expenses. But really I get like $1,200, but $140 of it comes out. And I want you guys to see this. So this is what a disabled person that takes medicine spends on average if they have to have some sort of injection and then a let me fold that part with the numbers, my personal numbers on it off. It's okay if you guys see the prescription numbers, but 1.5. My Vyvanse is 358.76, and one shot, 1 month of that Invega cost. It used to be 2,000. Now it's $3,140.93. Plan pays 2,983, and my Medicare picks up the 157. My Medicare picks up the plan pays 340 of my total drug cost, and my Medicare picks up $17. My share, see that? See what I pay? Zero. Zero. Now all these disabled people that are getting disability, they need medicine too. So on top of the $1,200 I get from the government for being disabled, mentally and physically now, but all my drugs are covered, no matter how much expensive they are. These pharmaceutical companies can charge whatever the fuck they want to for a vial of fucking salt water, guys. This is about what it amounts to. You think you get pretty goddamn high from a $3,000 $3,100 injection, right? It changes you, but guy took out an insurance policy on the World Trade. Yeah. Well, stranger, you're a disabled vet, dude. You deserve it. You get 4,300. Yeah. Band Alex Moans. Deep State. I don't know if we're gonna get the boot before we even get a chance to get that, Big Ariel. That was CCP plan. They started with LGBTQ to subvert value and decrease population. All disabled people should get more. Well, stranger, there are people that abuse the system. Like, I mean, I can work from home from my computer. It's just that I can't sit here all day long. I can sit here for 6 hours, but a lot of these telecommunications want you to do 12-hour shifts. And I got to get up, smoke a cigarette, move around, and they don't really give you all that many breaks. Well, but I'm working towards a work at home job. I just don't have the outfit to do it. You see how high up my computer's sitting? Well, it's on a dresser. See that folds out, and I got my mouse and keyboard in an awkward position. There's my cigarette waiting on me. My computer, my speakers back there. But I'm on a dresser. All right. Yeah, I'm not even at a real desk or anything. so I can't type like. You know what threw me off of getting a work at home job? They all want you to type 50 words a minute, and I can only get past 32, and the minimum's 40, 44 or something like that. And I can't go with my arthritis and sitting here at this thing. I can't get past 32 or 34 words a minute without having some serious. You see how I type? I've been typing lately. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. I think it's my back. I've been getting strange pains and just in weird spots, and when I move around, I don't know if it's because I'm gaining weight or it's shit's pinching on my nerves more. My back's failing me. You can't get no government help. You work through and pay taxes. My wife is disabled and won't help her because I make $100 too much. Yeah, that's the thing about being married is you can't claim separate households. See, my mom and my son and me, we all live in the same house, but we are separate households. Our money takes care of us, even though we realistically pool it together to get by. By paying bills and stuff like the. We each pay our own certain things for the house, and like I pay the mortgage, mom pays the bills, Nicholas pays the internet and phone, and some of the electricity, and but we claim our income is all of our own household, so like we don't pool our money together and say this is our income. We're not married, we're not married. That's what marriage is for. Is for tax purposes. So you could pool your money together and say we're an individual unit that makes this much money, and you can tax us now. In some instances, being married is good. You can get leniency, but in other ways, if you're on disability, being married is not a good thing. If you're on disability, if both of you are on disability, have to get on disability. One of the two of you will have to come off with disability. They won't let you have it or something because they say, "Well, you're bringing in too much money for your disabled household," which is bullshit. You should both be able to have disability and fucking bring in as much money as what they want to give you. You should be able to bring in as much money as you can skim by on. Find anywhere under a tree or whatever if you're disabled. All right, stranger. We'll see you later. Tell your mother we said we're praying for her. We love her. All right. Peace, brother. Well, Almond, you might have to get legal separation and just get that taken care of. Just be separate households and live. And then after 7 years, I know in Arkansas it's 7 years. You live with somebody for 7 years, you're automatically considered uh, partners or whatever. All right, peace, brother. Racist Hunter is trending. What is. How do I pull up trending? What's happening? What's notifications? Messages. 4 messages. I'm on Twitter looking around. Hold on. Sorry, I had a few messages. Notifications. Where do you get? Is it under lists? Lists? How do I find topics to follow? Topics. Who to follow? Trending. Hunter Biden. Trending with racist Biden. Don Jr. was under what's happening. You go to politics. Trending. You click on that. And it says Hunter Biden. All right, let's take a look. If Hunter Biden was Donald Trump Jr., we'd be enduring wall-to-wall coverage on every media outlet on why the first son finds it appropriate to flippantly use the nigger word. Oops, did I say nigger? Oops, I said it again. But instead, not a whisper to be heard about the N-word being thrown around by Hunter Biden. Vernon Jones for governor. He ain't no N-word. Follow him. Is Hunter Biden a white nationalist now, or does that term only apply to Republicans? I didn't mean to say the N-word. It just kind of came out. I'm just feeling frisky tonight, I guess. Replying, welcome to the Eagle 88. I will follow you on that note. Silicon Valley. Welcome to the Eagle channel on Odysee. If everybody Bears watcher here, this channel on Odysee. You guys want that? Welcome to the Eagle 88.4. I subbed him up. He's got some stuff here. 4 hours ago, Jillian Mikovitis and Kent Heckerly answered questions. Bombshell bears 2,000 deaths in. Let's take a look at this one. We will mute the audio, of course. He's got statistics program. Seems like they peaked in April the 8th. And then April the 329. Adverse events, injections. The injections peaked. Oh, the adverse events peaked in January. And the injections are peaking in April. Death, adverse events, 295,000. I don't know what he's saying. I'm not going to post any audio, but he's got some sort of program there tracking it all. Excuse me. Bears data analysis, come to this channel over here. Anyway. And then that's, of course, that's the site. What's he saying to me here? We should have stopped in January if we knew we had 200,000 plus deaths per 36 million jabs by January 31st. Unforgivable. Now how do I get to the bookmarks? How do I get to politics trending? How do I get to the trending page? I've been there before. I've been to the trending. That must be it. What's happening? The trending thing. Who to follow. Topics to follow. Here it is for you. There it is. Search Twitter trending. Countdown to Loki. Original series streaming tomorrow on Disney. Jokic. See, this is what, before you make a post or a video, a live stream, go over to Twitter's. If your shit dumps into Twitter's, and I haven't been doing this, but you go and you put the top 20 or the top, all of these top 29 hashtags. These like Terry McAuliffe. You just put Terry McAuliffe together in a hashtag in front of Terry there, and then a comment, and then go on to the next one. Like Teen Mom, that's already hashtag Teen Mom. The Flash. Hunter Biden, racist Biden, Don Jr. Trending with racist Biden, Don Jr. Jockrick, Derek Rose, D Rose. What's Countdown to Loki? What's Loki? Loki is, Loki. From, from Thor. Well, let's do this. Cool. All right, back to the news. Anyway, nothing. Hunter Biden made an N-word statement today. frequency was causing me to drink. Rap frequency was causing you to drink. Rap frequency caused me to drink and drive and run over 6 people and a dog and a squirrel and cat that was holding a muskrat and a mouthful of nuts. All right. Well, it's getting on an hour here, so I don't know if uh, my special person from Facebook Messenger showed up tonight. She didn't comment, but I did find another seer the other day on Facebook that I wanted to talk to, around my age, a little bit older than me, not too much. Nice looking old gal. So I chatted with her on. I had inadvertently sent her some of that Chinese music I shared earlier today, and she asked me why I never said anything back to her. Well, I said, you never answered me. I told you I wanted to talk to you for a little bit. She never answered me, and then she answered me after I sent her music, and I said, well, and started talking to her. She's a seer. She's got another profile that is like a journal, like a dark seer journal. But she's right in tune with everything we cover, and all this jam. I just don't think she has a group to belong to. She has people following her, but she just doesn't belong to any particular thing, I don't think yet. I don't know. I have to talk with her some more. I got to keep the show going. I don't know if there's. I haven't. Okay, well. There is this. The New York Times. I know you guys can't see. I'll have to make that bigger. Where is that link? There, way up there. Got tired of being called a Nazi and a what the last 2 years. It edited that out. Well, I haven't covered the New York Times, and I wanted to because it says, "Good morning, alarmed by China's rise. The Senate is on the verge of increasing research." This is the other paper I get email from. I get email from Trump stuff too. The Times website is among several that are experiencing outages this morning, so it's possible some links in this newsletter won't work. Blah, blah, blah. How has the Senate managed to find a rare area of bipartisan agreement and put together a major bill to finance technology and manufacturing? A brief bit of history helps answer that question. Every year from the 1950s to the 70s, federal spending on research and development equaled at least 1% of the GDP. The share peaked above 2% in the 1960s. That's despicable. R&D and for research and development should be at least 5 to 10%. Once every 5 years, it needs to spike up to 3 to 4% of the GDP to adequately keep up with China. And we're not keeping up with China. We are so far behind. Investments involve basic science and early commercial development, which tend to be unprofitable for any single company, but the returns for society can be enormous. The R&D boom in the second half of the 20th century led directly to the development of jets, satellites, semiconductors, the internet, MRIs, and life-saving drugs to treat cancer, heart disease, and other illnesses. It helped create world-leading industries with good-paying jobs in digital technology, pharmaceuticals, higher education, and more. I don't know if we need pharmaceuticals as much as we need to get out there and start testing all these plants that we have available and bring back species of plants that are extinct and see what kind of drugs we can make with plant extracts and electrolysis and stuff of minerals. Some other countries spend. Look at China, 1.3%. U.S. spends 0.65%. South Korea, Norway, Germany, Sweden, Japan are all on top of us. Russia, look at that, spends less than anybody on research and development. That's because they back engineer all the UFOs that fucking crash in Siberia. They don't need R&D. How do you think they got to space first? One example is synthetic biology, a field that involves the re-engineering of organisms to give them new abilities. American science, or what have we been hearing so much about? The what do you call it? The gain of function in synthetic biology, field that involves the re-engineering of organisms to give them new abilities, or cells or DNA, the gain of function. American scientists effectively invented the field, but now seem to trail Chinese scientists because we banned in 2014 the study of biological weapons, or not necessarily biological weapons, but pathogenic research into pathogens and into creating new pathogens. The gain of function research, basically taking an already existing deadly or thing that'll make you sick, virus or whatever, ball of DNA and RNA, and putting in what you want, making all kind of Frankenstein little ball of havoc there, and spread it all over the globe like they did COVID-19. Bill, which the House would also need to pass, also includes money for artificial intelligence, robotics, quantum computing, and other areas. Yeah, and the girl that came up with a treatment, that 14-year-old in Texas, she kind of got swept under the rug. That she used that technological program that would make gene structures in program files randomly, thousands, millions of times until it found one that worked. And she ran that program. She got it from her dad's work, I guess, and or found it on free on GitHub. But it's a medical program for DNA research and virus research. And she found a treatment, a synthetic, a manufacturable treatment for the COVID-19, and everybody kind of threw it aside because they were so hell-bent on this mRNA vaccine. And let's let artificial intelligence run away with gain of function research to see where that gets us, guys. Sure. $250 billion over 5 years. Some of it in other items properly lift annual federal R&D spending by only between 0.05% and 2% of GDP. Some critics argue that sum is unacceptably small and that President Biden and Democrats should pass a more ambitious bill without Republican support. A bill meant to show the U.S. could own China instead proved how dysfunctional the American political system is. Democrats were supposed to fix this. Other observers are more positive. The Economist magazine has called the bill a down payment on innovation in America. Jonathan Gruber, MIT economist, told the bipartisan support increased the chances that a future Congress and president would expand the investments. It's a great start. Oh, sorry, I don't have chat open. Sorry. Too big a nation. This bill also includes an intriguing program meant to diversify the geography of American innovation. A small number of metropolitan areas now dominate innovation, including Seattle, San Francisco, Boston, New York, and Washington. They all become expensive places to live where housing capacity grows slowly. We're too big a nation to have all of our innovation concentrated on the coast. Yeah, from tsunami, take all of our technology out. The research that influenced senators and staff members who worked on the bill. The Senate bill includes a $10 billion competitive program that will finance R&D outside the usual locations. If innovation clusters become less concentrated on the coast, Gruber told me it could also expand the coalition to Congress that supports federal R&D spending. The Justice Department said it has seized most of the Bitcoin ransom that Colonial Pipeline paid to hackers last month. Kamala Harris traveled to Guatemala to discourage would-be migrants to the U.S. Do not come, she said. And the Guatemalans were protesting down there, yelling at Kamala to go home and that Trump won. Trump won. Trump won. Over and over and over again. The protesters in Guatemala were telling Kamala Harris. And she just sat there and smiled like fucking nothing. The Justice Department will defend Donald Trump in a defamation suit filed by E. Jean Carroll, who has accused him of rape. E. Jean Carroll. Whatever. Just more drama. Trump and his goddamn show. I'm getting sick of it. Just like Trump needs to shit or get off the pot. The Supreme Court ruled unanimously that a category of immigrants, those who had fled humanitarian crisis but entered the U.S. illegally, could not apply for green cards. A congressional report in the January 6th Capitol attack found that law enforcement officers did not take threats of violence seriously and that the Capitol Police didn't have the capacity to respond. That's right. They were told to stand down. Governor Phil Scott of Vermont, a Republican, signed legislation sending mail ballot to all registered voters for general elections. The FDA approved a drug to treat Alzheimer's, the first in almost 20 years. Experts are divided over whether it works. Jeff Bezos says he will travel to space next month on a flight by his rocket company, Blue Origin. That's great. Bye, Jeff Bezos. New Jersey will close its only women's prison because of a long history of abusive incidents, the governor said. New Jersey about to close its only women's prison. All those women are going somewhere. The federal government often gives white disaster victims more aid than people of color, even when the damage is the same. Yeah, right. Come on. The police in Illinois arrested a suspect in the 1972 killing of a teenage girl. Now, that should read the federal government gives people with more money more aid than people with less money, even when the damage is the same for disaster victims. That's what that should read. Not there shouldn't be any fucking color bullshit narrative, fucking racist motherfucking narrative. You might have heard me say the N-word, but when have you ever heard me say the N-word ever? Except for it's been brought up by Hunter Biden. You know, then I can say it. Wedding bell. Nobody starts like 95 at times. Lives lived. David Dushman was a Soviet soldier when he drove his tank through the electric fence surrounding the Nazi death camp at Auschwitz on January 26, 1945. He died at 98. Salute to you guys out there dying off of World War II theater. It was a big deal, big send off when my grandpa died. We had a big military taps and everything. So, yeah. The Rex 84 program allows military bases to be closed down and turned into detention centers, aka concentration camps. Tank Man not showing any image results on DuckDuckGo and only 2 images of the tanks for Tiananmen Square protests. Shock at the control CCP has over results. See what else he's got. How do I enable copy paste between VirtualBox and host? Like gaming and cats. Will I follow cute little Asian girl? Yes, yes, I'm sorry. I have a sweet spot for cute Asian women. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Especially if they dance. Anyway. Fallen Hierophant. Krakatoa volcano. this is peak sus. Path to manliness post. The New York Times says adults will be able to claim a free marijuana joint when they receive a COVID-19 vaccine in Washington State. The promotion, called Joints for Jabs, is part of the state's push to increase vaccinations. All right, enough of Twitter. I get Twitter addicted. That's about it. That's about all I got for you guys tonight. See what you guys been saying here. Maggot pulled slime out of his arm. Three times a week they tested you? Shit. Ain't nobody sticking shit up my nose but me. And I do a lot of putting synthetic mineral up my nose, but that's beside the point. Not cotton swabs. Well, I get cotton swabs up there all the time anyway. Let's see. Marfugal, what went down at Pearl Harbor? Scheduled in 7 minutes, guys. 7 minutes. I think 7 minutes. Over here, Marfugal's on at 8:30. So I've got that keyed up. Let's see what else is on the tubes. ABC News uploaded Biden Fauci urged COVID-19 vaccinations as Delta variant now dominant in UK. Yeah, Fauci, after this whole thing of going through Congress and everything, UAP channel premiering now. Big Trouble in Little China. Okay, we got time to cover.
You can throw around Christ.
Got time to cover one thing from Catfish Corner here, and then we will be. No, go ahead and check Catfish Corner's 2 minutes. I'm gonna got some music going here, and I'll see you guys in Marfugal.
What is it? That new warning from President Biden about this. Important about people. This is the great credo of the West. Is there unique individuality?
Yep, Marfugal seems to be where it's at here in 5 minutes, guys.